Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Real English from Real Life podcast.
Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to, cut through the noise and give you the key insights you need.
And today we're tackling something really practical. Getting your hair cut when English isn't your first language.
Right. That feeling when you sit in the chair and you're just hoping you explained it correctly.
Oh, absolutely. You want that dream look, not a hair disaster.
Exactly. So today it's all about communication confidence at the hair salon or the barbershop.
Yeah, making sure you can ask for exactly what you want. It's such a useful skill for everyday life.
Definitely. So what's the plan? We'll look at the different places you can go, making appointments, how to actually describe the cut you're after.
And things like color, styling, and even paying. Basically, your toolkit for getting a great haircut.
Perfect. Let's dive in.
Okay.
So first things first, where do you actually go? There are kind of two main options usually.
Right. You've got the hair salon, or sometimes people just say the hairdressers.
Yeah, that's often, for maybe longer hair, more styling options, color.
Exactly. And the person working there is a hairdresser or a stylist.
Okay, and the other option?
That's the barber shop, or just the barbers. Typically more focused on shorter haircuts, men's styles, and beard trims.
And the person there is the barber. Simple enough.
Yeah, but knowing which one suits the style you want is like the first step. They often have different specialties.
Good point. Okay, So you've picked your place. Now, appointments. Do you just walk in?
Well, it depends. Some places you can, they accept walk-ins. But lots of salons and even busy barbershops, you really need an appointment.
So how do you find out?
You can just ask them, maybe call ahead, do I need to book or do I need an appointment?
Or if you're already there?
You could say, hi, I don't have an appointment. Do you have any time today?
Okay. And what might they say?
They might check their book and say, yes, we have an opening at 3 p.m. Or maybe ask you, do you have openings this evening? If you're asking for later.
And if they're busy?
They might say something like, sorry, I'm with a customer right now, you'll have to wait. Or we're fully booked today.
Right. So if they do have a slot, you'd say something like,
Great, I'd like to come at 6 p.m. Is that okay? And they'll usually take your name.
simple. But yeah, important to get that sorted. Saves waiting around.
Exactly.
All right, so you've got your appointment, you're in the chair, capes on, mirror time. What's next?
This is the key moment. They'll likely start with, what would you like to have done today? Or maybe, how can I help you?
Okay, and the simplest answer.
Could just be, I'd like a haircut, please. Or, I'd just like a trim, please.
Now, trim, that's a really common word, but what does it actually mean in this context?
That's a great question because it can be a bit tricky. Generally, a trim means you just want to neaten it up, like cut off the split ends, shape it a little, but not take much length off.
So it's maintenance, not a whole new style.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Always specify how much. Because a trim to one person might be ½ an inch. To another, it might be 2 inches.
Ah, okay. So even if you say trim, be ready for the follow-up question.
Definitely. They'll probably ask, how much would you like taken off? Or how short do you want it?
And you can answer with.
You can use inches. Just an inch off the ends, please. Or take about 2 inches off.
Or if you're not sure about inches.
General descriptions work too. Not too short, quite short. Or make it very short.
And for really short, like shave styles.
Yeah, you can get specific with grades. These refer to the clipper guard length. Like grade 1, which is super short, about 3 millimeter.
Right, almost scalp visible.
Yeah. Or maybe grade 4, which is longer, maybe 12 millimeters, but still very neat. Or you can just say completely shave it.
Okay, lots of options depending on how short you want to go.
Definitely.
Let's put this into practice. How about a quick role play? Salon scenario. You be the stylist, I'm the customer.
Okay, sounds good. Hop in my virtual chair.
Hello. I'd like to get my hair cut today. It feels really messy, and I think I want, like, a new hairstyle.
Good morning. Please, have a seat right here. So, what are you looking to have done today? Don't worry, we'll sort it out and give you a lovely new style.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm hoping to try something a bit different. Can you maybe suggest something? I was thinking. Maybe some layers. Or, actually, I saw this picture. Can you make it look like this? Gestures with phone.
Let me see. Okay, that's a really nice look. Very textured. Yes, we can definitely do layers like that. Before we start, would you like me to wash it too?
Oh, yes, please. A washing cut would be great.
Okay. And looking at the picture, it keeps the fringe. Do you want to keep your bangs?
Yes, definitely want to keep the bangs.
Perfect. So just clarifying for everyone listening, layers means cutting the hair into different lengths to create shape and volume.
Right.
And bangs, or fringe, as you might hear in the UK, that's the haircut to fall across your forehead.
Got it. Super helpful.
Okay. Pretends to finish cut. All right, have a look. How does it look? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Wow. I really love it. It looks great. Thank you so much, actually, while I'm here. I was also thinking of getting my hair colored.
Oh, wonderful. A new cut and color. What color are you thinking of? Or would you like a suggestion?
I'm open to ideas.
Okay, well, looking at your skin tone and the new cut, I think maybe a nice honey brown with some perhaps blonde balayage highlights would really suit you. I can show you a photo if you like.
Ooh, balayage. That sounds amazing. Yes, let's do that. Just quickly, does balayage mean bleaching? Is that bad for my hair?
That's a really good question. So, yes, for the lighter balayage pieces, we would need to use bleach to lighten your natural color first.
Right.
Bleaching does make the hair a bit drier, that's true, but we always use a deep conditioning treatment during and after to protect it as much as possible. And we have fantastic hair care products we can recommend for you to use at home to keep it healthy.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
No problem. And just so everyone's clear, bleaching is lightening the hair. Highlights are specific strands made lighter. Balayage is a technique for applying highlights more naturally, sort of painted on. And your roots are the natural hair growing back at the scalp.
Great explanations. That covers a lot for the salon.
Yeah, definitely some key terms there.
Okay, now let's switch over to the barbershop. Different vibe, different vocabulary sometimes.
Absolutely. This is typically where you'd go for shorter cuts, fades, beard trims, that kind of thing.
And you mentioned barbers use specific tools. That's interesting.
Yeah, it helps to know a little. They use clippers for cutting the main length, especially for short styles like buzz cuts.
Okay.
Then they have trimmers, which are smaller, for detailing like around the ears, the neckline, edging up a beard, making things sharp.
Right, the finishing touches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for a really close shave, like totally smooth, they might use a foil shaver. And for super sharp lines, especially on fades or beard outlines, the classic straight razor.
Knowing the tool helps describe the effect you want.
Clever. Precisely. Like if you want that super sharp edge, you know they'll likely use a trimmer or straight razor.
So what styles are big in barbershops right now? You mentioned fades.
Oh yeah, fades are huge. That's where the hair gradually gets shorter down the sides and back, often blending right down to the skin.
And there are different types.
A low fade starts blending lower down near the ear. A high fade starts much higher up on the head. Depends on the look you want.
Okay. Any other common styles?
Sure. A crew cut that's short on the sides, maybe faded or tapered, but left a bit longer on top.
Classic.
Yeah. A buzz cut is super short all over, usually done just with clippers. And some barbershops also do things like braids or dreads.
Good to know. What about facial hair? Beards, mustaches?
Simple requests work best. Can you trim my beard, please? Or I'd like my mustache trimmed.
Can you ask for specific beard shapes?
Definitely. You might ask for a goatee, just hair on the chin and maybe under the lip, a circle beard, goatee connected to the mustache, or just ask them to tidy up your stubble beard, which is that short, rugged look.
All right, time for role play 2, barbershop. This time, I'll be the barber, you're the customer.
Okay, I'm ready for my fade.
All right, come on in, take a seat. So what are we looking to do for you today? How do you want your haircut?
Hi. Yeah, I'd like to get a fade, please. Thinking maybe a low fade this time.
Low fade, sure thing, good choice. And what about the top? How short are we going up there? And do you have a parting? Like, which way do you comb it?
Just want it a little bit shorter on top, maybe take about an inch off. And yeah, I part my hair on the left side.
Okay, an inch off the top, part on the left, low fade. Got it. Can definitely do that. Anything else? Beard trim today.
Oh, yes, please. If you could just trim my stubble beard, mainly just neaten up the edges, keep it looking tidy.
No problem at all. We'll sharpen that up for you.
Yeah.
Pretends to finish cut. Okay, man, all done. Have a look. What do you think? Happy with that?
Yeah, that looks great. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Thanks very much.
Excellent. Glad you like it.
That felt very realistic.
Good. So once the cutting's done, there's often the styling part.
Right. They might ask, would you like it blow-dried? Or maybe, how would you like your hair styled?
And you can ask for specific things.
Yep. Ask them to straighten my hair if you want it sleek, or curl my hair if you want waves or curls. They might use tools like straighteners or curling irons.
Or maybe use products.
Exactly. They might use gel, wax, or hairspray to hold the style. And they'll almost always use a hand mirror at the end.
Ah, yes, to show you the back.
Right, so you can check it from all angles and make sure you're happy before you leave.
That's a good point. What if you're not quite happy? Or you want a tiny change? Is it okay to ask?
Absolutely. It's much better to say something politely right then. You can say, "Excuse me, could you perhaps cut a little bit more hair?" Or, "It's great, but maybe just a tiny bit shorter on the sides."
Okay, so polite is key.
Definitely. And if you're really unsure what would look good, don't hesitate to ask, "What kind of hairstyle do you recommend for me?" A good stylist or barber will have ideas.
And we mentioned pictures before. That's always a good backup,
Oh,
right?
always. Can you make it look like this picture? Is so helpful. But remember, like we said, it's a guide. They might need to adapt it slightly for your hair. So maybe ask, "Do you think this style will work for my hair type?"
Smart. Any other useful questions? Maybe about time or cost?
Yeah, good ones. If you're short on time, around "what time will we be finished" is fine to ask. And definitely clarify cost if you're unsure. Does this price include the wash and blow dry? Or is there an extra charge for the styling products?
Avoids any awkward surprises at the till.
Exactly. Clear communication all the way.
So that's quite a journey through the salon and barbershop experience in English.
It really is. We've covered a lot, from booking and understanding the places to asking for specific cuts like trims, layers, fades, discussing color.
Beard trims, styling, and those little adjustment questions. Hopefully, having these phrases gives you, our listener, a lot more confidence.
That's the goal. Remember, practice really helps. The more you use these phrases, the easier it gets. Don't be afraid to try them out next time.
You can always mentally review the words and phrases we talked about today before you go.
We really hope this deep dive makes you feel much more prepared and less nervous about getting your hair done in English.
Definitely. And here's a little thought to take away. When you can clearly and confidently say what you want, you're not just getting a service.
Yeah, you're actively shaping your own experience. You're taking control and building your language skills at the same time. It's empowering.
Well said. So the only question left is, what new look are you going to try next?
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
See you next time.
Want to practice these phrases? Download your free PDF guide. Link in the description and pinned comment.
Like and subscribe for more English tips.